Now, similarly, 50 children abducted from a St. Mary's Catholic school in a Papiri community in Niger State have escaped their captors and returned home. This was announced in an updated release on Sunday by Daniel Atori, media aide to the Bishop of Kontagora Catholic Diocese and State Christian Association of Nigeria chairman. The Christian Association of Nigeria confirmed that the children, part of more than 300 students taken during Friday's early morning attack, found their way back between Friday and Saturday and have since been reunited with their families. Security forces are continuing operations to rescue the remaining students, while authorities are urging residents to provide any information that could help secure the safe return of all abducted children. Joining us to discuss this is the chairman of a Christian Association of Nigeria Northern Zone, Reverend John Hayab. You're welcome, sir.
And thank you for this cheering news that everybody is smiling. At least we've started having reason to smile.
That's right. Reverend, quickly, CAN recently confirmed that 50 students abducted from St. Mary's School in Papiri have escaped. Can you share details about how this came about and the immediate response by the church?
Number one, the CAN chairman, Niger State, is the proprietor of the school because he's the bishop of the Catholic Diocese of Kontagora. Right. So the school actually is directly under the CAN chairman, and this unfortunate incident happened. So when we got wings of that, we reached out to him, and it was confirmed that truly 50 or 51 of them escaped. They were not released, they escaped and went back home to their parents. And you know, in situations like this, what will just happen is that the joy, the happiness that the parents will be, the mood, it's not about interrogation, it's about they are back. But as we are celebrating their return, we also remember that over 250 or 60 are still out there. And we just desire and pray that they too will have a way home, or they will be rescued, as government have assured us that efforts are being done to rescue them. And truly speaking, the Niger State governor deserves our commendation because his commitment, the engagement with CAN chapter and all leadership, the various meetings, and the report we're receiving is so encouraging. I think when we have situations like this and government is willing to talk with victims or representative of victims and show concern and make efforts to see that these evil men do not go too far, it really becomes cheering. And so we're just praying that this will lead to successful return of all of them. And you know, the other second story is the story we've just shared, which everywhere we turn today has been joy, 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 joy. In the last few days, it's been painful. I know the many times I've called the chairman. He can't even speak for me in 15, 20 seconds. Something will come up, but at least we are beginning to have hope. And so we thank God, and we appreciate the effort also of the Kwara State government, though we don't have details how they were rescued, but they are back. Right. And all of them are back. I think that's the most important thing. They are back, and all of them are back. So what do we do going forward? We have to first celebrate their return and then encourage government to take measures so that nothing like this will ever happen again.
Now, Reverend, beyond this specific incident, what measures does CAN recommend to prevent future attacks on schools and churches within the region?
You know, constitutionally, the job of securing communities, the job of providing security is the job of government. Right. The constitutional mandate of government is secure lives and properties. But we do have in our schools also our effort to ensure securities are provided. So since this happened, I sent a circular to CAN chairmen in all 19 states and Abuja asking them that, look, measures should be taken across every mission school. Every mission school, measures should be taken to ensure protection of children, even if it means we reduce the process, the programs, the process, and other things. And I'm so happy that actions have since started going on. But we have to also think twice about this. These terrorists are out to discourage education. Look at the children in KB that were taken away are not yet back. The interruption itself, and then the trauma these children go through because their sin is simply they wanted to acquire education so that they will be future leaders, responsible people, contribute to nation building. I think that's why the job of ensuring that children who go to school are protected is a government thing. But we have promised to cooperate, to support, to play our role to ensure that these things happen. Let me just say this. I'm so happy with what I read this evening after the meeting of Mr. President with security members, where he is asking that all securities attached to VIPs should be withdrawn. Because the fact about it is that though we complain of numbers, but when you go around and see the numbers of security guardians of VIPs, as if the security of Nigeria is meant for them, not for the people of Nigeria. So whatever will be done, we will play our role. Government must also take the lead, and then let's see how we can secure schools wherever schools are, whether they are public or private schools.
Now, in terms of your messaging and communication, what broader message does CAN have for the government, for the communities and faith-based organizations regarding protecting children in places of worship and schools?
Well, government and her security agencies must remain a listening agencies where they listen to people. The people in the community know more than they think they know. And when people cry out and say there's danger, let them take such matters seriously. The intelligence system have been doing her best, which I must commend. But sometimes the action when those intelligence are being passed is actually the problem. So those who are responsible in receiving intelligence and act must act. They shouldn't wait. Look, if you let it turn to be a false alarm, then you do not act and allow evil to happen. But you see, we are in this country. We have our role as citizens. Government have our role as the people we've given them the right to lead us. But we must work in synergy. We must work together. So many things are happening. I don't see all the security agencies solving our problems. We will play our role. They play their role. For government, at least in this matter, we can say kudos, because actions that have been taken between Friday or between last week to today have been encouraging. I wish we've been doing things like that long ago. Possibly would have gone past this. And you know the problem with Nigeria, we may act good now, but when these things calm down, we'll go back and sleep. I pray that our government will not go back and sleep, and not because we have more crises coming forward. As long as these criminals have not been wiped out, we'll have more in our hands. So we should be on alert, and the desire to recruit more people into the various security agencies shouldn't be a paper talk, should be action. I'm even surprised reading in some media that agencies are saying that people don't want to be engaged. I can tell, I beg to disagree, because I know so many young people who desire, who keep applying, and they don't get it. So let's allow these things work. Let's get people who will go there and serve Nigeria and protect Nigeria.
Thank you so much, Reverend. I'll let you go on those remarks.